We are about to trade the keys from one Aston to a very different Aston.
That sounds very exciting.
I tell you what though, this is the OG Shmuseum. It's currently quite a nice day. It might be raining at some point. Yep. Interesting.
We had a few drops on the windscreen already, so let's hope it stays dry.
But obviously this was my first sports car.
Yeah.
It was the first YouTube car, first one on the channel.
So cool.
2009, 4.7 litre V8 Vantage Roadster, and today we're on our way to Silverstone. We're actually about to go into the town of Silverstone to go have an experience for the first time in a prototype of the Valhalla.
I'm a bit jealous.
Which is going to be really cool. So I think we're going to be with Simon Newton to talk a little bit about it, Darren Turner to go out in the car with, probably.
Woohoo!
Which is always fun with Darren. Actually, do you know what?
What?
I took this car to Millbrook when I first ever rode in and made a video of Valkyrie with Darren. So that's actually quite fun.
That is quite fun.
But basically decided, welcome to Silverstone. Please drive carefully. Basically decided that this would have an outing today because
the GT8 is not here.
Yeah, the GT8 is about 6,000 miles away. So that wasn't going to work.
Yeah, that wouldn't have worked.
And when we get there, we're going to pull up to the Aston Martin development complex. They have the Stowe Circuit, it's like inner circuit at Silverstone. And probably have a little introduction to the car, and I think get straight out there. I think it's going to be quite fast.
Well, let's do it.
So I'm looking forward to sharing some thoughts for the first ever time driving, as we go over a speed bump, Valhalla, a very different Aston to this one. So that was a slightly unusual way to arrive. Normally you come on that motorway that we've just gone over, and then we're at Silverstone. We've come to Silverstone a lot of times recently.
Yes, feels like it.
And over to the right side is the Aston Martin Formula One complex. The new setup. Obviously, this is still set up now from the
from the F1.
From the F1, yeah, from everything that's been going on. Oh, yeah. So Aston have built this entire new complex over the last couple of years that you're about to see as we go past it.
Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. Yeah, there we go.
Which is the Aston Martin Aramco Formula One team.
This is huge.
Their entire operation. We actually need to be in the right lane because we're going to the south entrance, which is straight through to Stowe Circuit, where they have their development facility on the inside. Obviously, this isn't where they do cars that nobody's ever seen before because it's inside the Silverstone campus, so it's going to get seen. But this is all new.
There's a lot of construction going on.
Like loads of new things being built and coming together. And normally, for a track day or something, you go in the entrance to the left here.
There's the museum.
Yeah.
Which is also really interesting.
We went on a recent Shmuseum collection day.
Yes.
And that will beg the question of Valhalla Shmuseum one day, yes or no? That is the $1 million, literally £1 million question.
Yeah.
But where do we go? Do we keep right, left lane, left lane now? It's funny because I feel like I know this area really well, but things always change, and it's always set up slightly differently. But yeah, this is the one.
That's the wing.
The main F1 pit lane stuff, and the hotel on the outside. And then we'll go in.
That was so nice.
He was very friendly at the gate.
Yeah.
We've been here a few times. We're recognised. Anyway, We're going straight in, straight round, past the grandstands.
Early 2000s R&B song stuck in your head.
Yeah, luckily for me, the camera didn't capture me just singing away in the driver's seat. This is an early 2000s car. It's like a throwback.
Yeah.
It puts me in the zone, the memories.
We have a word for that, by the way, when the song is stuck in your head. It's called an ohrwurm. It's like an earworm.
Yeah. That makes sense. The thing with this car is we are fast approaching, we're currently a couple of months shy of 15 years since I bought it.
That's amazing. By the way,
it's flying by.
It's got seat heating, so...
Winning,
yeah.
That's all you need. 15 years since I bought it. That means currently 14 years since its first big road trip.
Wow.
So...
Are we going to recreate that?
Is there going to be like a 15 year later rerun? GT3 RS.
Big wing.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. Look at that. What colour is that? I don't even know.
Ooh. Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know what colour that is. Ooh, Spider RS in blue with the yellow accents. Very nice. Cool. Distractions.
That's not what we're here for. Yeah.
Right, we're going this way. Aston Martin Stowe Complex over the bridge. This bridge in the early days. It used to scare the daylights out of me because you have to go up over that and you can't see anything. I think the first track drive I ever did, proper track drive, was actually right here. It used to be the experience centre. You'd go in there, don't think it is anymore. We're talking 20 years ago.
I was about to say, you're a bit old now.
Yeah, but now this is all Aston Martin, so we've probably got to be a little bit careful with where we point cameras, because they do have some test and development cars around.
I'm going to point the camera.
Nothing that you can see from here is a problem, because from here it's all a bit seen. But we're going to go.
Drive in?
I think we're going to go all the way in and part around the front, because last time it was okay, so I'm going to assume it's okay this time.
I agree. Somebody's done donuts over there.
Yeah, I was going to say, for old time's sake, we're parking up in exactly the same spot where the GT8 was not very long ago, because it's cool, and it means when we're doing some loopy things, we can come back past and we'll come through here into the pit lane, and the GT8, the Vantage Roadster. It's funny when you drive a car with no rear camera.
Oh yeah, true. This one does. Oh, it's got beepers.
It's got beepers. Let's go in. We are good to go see how today's going to go. As expected, a little bit on the windy side.
A little bit. But still, it's dry. That's all that matters.
Dry is good. Practical car. Look, we could do easy big road trip. There's loads of space.
That just fits my shoes, that's it.
I don't think you have that many.
What,
not
shoes?
That many. Yeah.
You have not seen my shoe clothes.
No. All right, let's go inside. Well, here we are, the pit lane at the Stowe complex. Valhalla.
I mean, absolute stunner.
This is a validation prototype. Very lucky today to be here and to be able to take a look at this, to be able to get some first impressions before it's time to go and drive. I was going to say the real thing, but this basically is the real thing, going through its final software calibration and that side of it. Obviously, first laps are going to be in Vantage. I think it's quite fascinating that a 665 horsepower car can be the warm-up car
Yeah.
to do some laps.
It's got a lot of power.
Ready to hop into Valhalla. But of course, quick headline figures, 1,079 horsepower, 1,100 newton meters of torque, series of electric motors with a 4-litre twin turbocharged V8 combustion engine. I got to experience a passenger ride at the Goodwood Festival of Speed hill climb.
Remember that?
With Tom Onslow Cole, which was a really cool experience. Understood a little bit of the different settings and the variable, the adjustable traction control, but I'm sure we're going to be talking with Darren about a lot more of that very shortly. One interesting thing.
Yeah.
Tyres today,
Okay.
Pilot Sport S5. I mention that because this is quite a small fun circuit as opposed to a big flat out Grand Prix type track, which is where you want to put Cup 2s, Cup 2Rs on the car. So it's going to be interesting to drive it today and then hopefully down the line experience the car again. Obviously there's a lot of active aero. There are flaps hidden in behind the front, working in harmony with the rear wing, which is in its full extended race mode at the moment, 250mm up out of the rear deck. Look at this thing. Every time...
The rear is just fascinating.
Every time that we've seen it, you see the Valkyrie style channels and the diffuser that slides all the way under, obviously to do with downforce and aero.
And I always still like how you can see through the mesh and, you know, exhaust system.
Because there's the confusion, I would say. There are some exhaust tailpipes up on the rear deck, but then supporting those are additional pipes in the diffuser, which I think is fascinating. I think probably, enough talking for the moment, we should go find
Darren and a helmet.
Aston Martin's tame racing driver, one Mr. Darren Turner, and a helmet, and get on board this and get ready to go do a couple of laps before it's time for the Valhalla.
Yeah, but you know what's also going to be interesting? Obviously, you drove this track in the rain, in a Vantage.
True, a very noisy one, the F1 safety car. This will be a little bit different, but just to do some laps. I mean, we've got a track day on at Silverstone as well on the main circuit around the outside. I'm going to go grab some gear, get ready, and then it'll be Vantage time, and then Valhalla. How you doing?
I'm all right, Tim. How are you?
I'm good, I'm good. Can I stick a little mic on you?
Of course you can, yeah. Where do you want to put it?
On the seat belt. Perfect.
All right.
Yeah, wonderful. Good to see you again.
And you, but you've been here once before, haven't you? As in driven.
Exactly, only the
Stowe
one
Circuit.
time.
Okay. So I'm just going to give you a bit of a refresher, and then you'll be free to do as many laps as you want, basically. Did you drive a Vantage when you were last here?
I drove the F1 safety car last time.
Oh, right. Okay.
With Ben Mylander.
Any old Vantage, a very special one then.
The ultimate in Vantage, although need to at some point drive a Vantage S.
So, yeah, the Stowe Circuit, obviously Aston Martin Stowe complex here. Quite a few cars are sort of based out of here for development purposes. Plus they run a number of corporate events for Aston guests during the year. It's a short circuit, but it's got a mix of sort of different types of lower speed corners and a couple of sort of heavier braking So it's really good for us in terms of having a facility in the UK that could be used pretty much every day of the week. Weekends it goes back to Silverstone and they use it as part of their racing school.
Okay.
And it just gives like this constant access that means the engineers get a chance to sort of make some changes, go back out, validate them, and then continue with the development before we head off to, I don't know, Nardo or Iliada or any of the sort of Nürburgring as well, sort of the main sort of tested circuits.
I was going to say, I've stood in the car park of the wing and listened to Valkyries going around before.
Yeah. It's surprising how fast, considering how short this straight is, how fast you can get in a Valkyrie before you have to sort of slam on the anchors. So yeah, I mean, you've got a lot of painted curbs in sort of where the old airfield was, but then this section here it goes back to sort of a more traditional racetrack with some proper curves on the inside here. The only thing is, obviously, these curbs are quite sort of rumbly and high frequency. So generally, when you've sort of been running them quite hard, you just need to be mindful when next time you get on the brakes. It's not knock off, but you can just sometimes if it's really hard on the curb, you can just need to push the pedal a little bit harder to get that initial bite. So we're starting on the very short start finish straight. I tend to run to I would say FIA rules, where as long as you've got one wheel on the racetrack, it's good to go. So like there, you can cut quite a bit of the S's there. Again, on the curb here, because it rumbles so much, you don't want to be on it for too long. Down to second gear, probably in the Valhalla when you go out. Second seems to get a good drive out of this corner. This car will probably be third gear if I was pushing on. As you come out onto the back straight, if you just run parallel to the white line and you just clip the end here, you can just naturally head across to the left hand side and you're on the right part of the track to start your braking. Again, just clip either side of the curb as long as the car stays sort of on, one wheel on the racetrack. I hold it nice and tight, keep it tight through here, just let the car drift about 2/3 of the way across. Don't compromise too much of the entrance for the S's here. A little kiss on the curb on the right, change of direction. Again, on the exit, if you use all the road, it just means that you sort of compromise the next right. So don't use so much road on the way out. There's lots of different approaches for here. I tend to come straight in, hold it nice and tight, and keep a tight line all the way through. Later on, apex, using a bit more of the road than need be, and then just cut across here to try and straighten the exit. That's it. It's quite a simple little track. Send it in, curb left, curb right. Get it down a second if you want, or third. Just gently on the power as you get out, get the car straight, and then you can just let it go.
This thing's
just cut a little bit across there, then on the brakes, straight line, and I'm just sort of blending the brake pressure with a bit of steering and trail braking all the way to sort of a late apex. Gently on the power. You might not even get full power between the two. You can either leave it in third or you could go to second, but it just means as you get on the power, you're just going to have to be a bit more gentle on the throttle if you're in second gear. Hold it in nice and tight. Clip a bit of the curb on the left there, straighten it up, and away you go. I think it's sort of your time, really, isn't it?
I was going to say it's quite self-explanatory, really.
There's not much to it, but it's a good little circuit for the type of work that we're doing here at Stowe in terms of development, and also just for allowing people to come along and get an experience of the car. Now that Vantage, did you get that new?
I got it in 2010 when it was 1 year old.
Wow, it's beautiful.
Absolutely love it. It was my first YouTube car. First time I ever made a video talking to camera was driving in that.
Is it a manual or
It's a sport shift.
Yeah,
that was the cool thing back then, remember?
Yeah. They still are.
It's funny, well now, the auto boxes are so good, the DCTs are so good. Cool.
Do you want anything changed on
No,
that?
I'm all good.
Okay.
Are you coming with, or am I going solo?
You can go solo. But thanks.
Hell no! You forget how fast even something like this is. This is really quick. Fantastic little familiarization laps though. A way to get comfortable with what I'm driving.
There he comes, giving it the beans. That is proper noisy.
I gotta give this car some credit for its trail braking. Gosh, when it came out and I got to drive it for the first time on road and track, I was really impressed. And today is cementing that. This is an absolutely brilliant car. I mean, this is a really technical, kind of bumpy, twisty, hard to drive circuit, and I've hopped in it and feel amazingly comfortable straight away, giving it quite some pace. Safe to say this is a little bit faster than my last time out here, just a little bit. Let's do a cool down lap. Wow, that was cool. What an awesome experience. But this isn't what we're here for today. This is the warm-up, the taster, the teaser, the little sense of where this is going until we get back round and hop in Valhalla. I think that might have got a bit warm.
A little bit.
What a ride. But even this is brilliant.
It smells hot.
Yeah.
It's got that lovely smell of being hot.
The hot smell is a good smell. It means we gave it a good workout. That is a brilliant car. That was an absolutely brilliant car.
But now it's time to jump into the bigger brother.
I was just saying on the video that I can't really hear you because I've got the inner lining for the earpieces.
I said it's time to jump into the bigger brother.
Yeah, definitely. We'll stick some cameras in. It's all that behind the scenes stuff, right?
People like that.
So, Valhalla.
Here we are.
The big one. Gonna click this on again, sorry.
Those drove Festival Speed, didn't you?
Passengered up the hill
Okay.
with Tom.
Yeah.
Had a little taster of the acceleration and the speed. But even in terms of mode, so we're straight into race.
Yeah. We will change to Sport Plus as well.
So, you mean we're not going to do a lap in full electric?
Sorry.
We're not doing a lap in
Well,
full
actually,
electric?
no. I'm just because I've been doing some filming earlier. I'm just leaving it in race mode to get state of charge up.
Okay. So race is like your...
So race is like a longer run, and then Sport Plus gives you the performance of it all.
Makes
So-
sense. So Sport Plus is your...
If you have a look at the, obviously we can see the rear wing in the camera at the moment.
Yeah.
So you've got like DRS
okay.
has just gone straight to DRS there, and then if we get on the brakes hard, it goes into full air brake
That's
mode.
cool.
And the DRS is activated automatically, and it relies on a certain number of things to be right. X amount of time, full throttle, steering to be straight, no lateral load, and then it'll pop it into DRS. And then obviously if you don't want to be going into a high-speed corner with that still active, so as soon as it sort of feels any sort of lateral load or a steering input, it takes off the DRS and gives you back the downforce that's maximum that it can at that period of time, and depending on your speed basically. So yeah, I mean you've got probably you could run in the Vantage a gear high in most places, pop it into manual, got plenty of torque. This is on the PS5. You're running on the track at the moment. Obviously, there's the option for a Cup 2 as well. And you'll notice as you feed in the power, you will feel across the front axle the torque vectoring kicking in and helping you sort of put the traction down and making the most of the exit of the corners. So that time then I was a bit more gentle on the brake, so we got no air brake under braking them on that occasion.
The air brake only pings when you're really at the top of the braking.
It's like when you're like heavy braking, and just to add more stability and slight more performance in terms of the retardation that's available. So I'm going to take the ESP off. So it's in traction control 5. I'm going to go up to off now. Gives me a little warning on the dash that I've done that. And it just make it a bit more playful. Well, quite a bit playful. You can use second through here. Short shift to third, just lift off and let the car take you in.
It gets a move on. You get a hard limit, as I've just demonstrated. Right, we are in. So, shuffle, get comfortable, and get camera in position as well. So, I'm sitting in here. Do you know what? I am going to just point all the mirrors and things just to get a comfortable view. Obviously digital rear view mirror, so that's slightly different. We've got the telemetry data. We're in Sport Plus, so Darren was giving me the lowdown on this and the different driving modes. We've got AC blasting because it's kind of warm, but basically in Sport Plus we have maximum power. I've got TC fully on to begin, but into drive, and away we go. Oh, I love the steering wheel feel. It's chunky, but it's got nice cutouts and natural hand positions. We're in manual on the gearbox. Got that deep flat plane crank V8 soundtrack. Just ease into this a bit. So, here we are, driving Valhalla. God, the turning is so direct and sharp. Obviously, just going to get familiar with this, so I've got a few laps to go out and drive it right now. This feels so exciting, and the connection with the road. I love the very small steering input that it needs, even for these tight, twisty corners, and obviously this motorsport style, very rectangular steering wheel. Keeping it second through there for the first corners. Wing fully deployed. Short shifting just while I get used to this. So second lap, obviously still in Sport Plus. Let me put my foot down fully now. Into the red line. 125 miles an hour in a fairly short straight. Love the trail braking feel. And this is just on PSS 5s, remember. We're not on the full Cup 2 experience for extra sticky rubber and fastest lap times. Nearly 1100 horsepower, but the way that it communicates every bump back to you is actually fascinating. The transition, especially through some of these chicanes as well, equally exciting. So I think down here, just easing off a notch, what I'm going to do is put it into, no, let's do the TC off. I'm going to press and hold, and then you get the adjustable traction control settings, which you then select with the drive mode rotary. So with the selector here, you turn that to go through the different settings, through the different modes. So what are we in at the moment? It shows me on the dashboard, the screen. So that's fully off. So that's 7. Let's go to like 6. So it's quite a lot off, but not by any stretch fully off, because I need to just get comfortable and make sure I don't do anything stupid in here while I'm learning. Ballistically fast down there. And the wing deployment is just so exciting. The way you see it through the screen that obviously connects to the rear view camera, it's really cool. So let's give it a stab. Well, that was quite exciting, and that's not fully off by any stretch. Second gear, so we're in traction control 7 now. It's got a lot of playful character. You know, that is a seriously fun thing to slide around. It's also very predictable, very controllable, very balanced. It's amazing to me how software is evolving so much with these systems, with these cars, that makes it possible to do that kind of thing. Have this much performance, but also make it so manageable, make it so that you can hop in and just absolutely hoon it in terms of speed, but also in terms of, you know, playfulness. You can just kick out the back and go. This is unbelievable. Absolutely phenomenal. Last quick lap. I say quick lap and immediately put the tail out. Gosh. Trail braking like that though. Third gear for the extra torque. Use some of the curves. There's a lot of torque. Like right now in third gear, stab the throttle and it has plenty of oomph. Gosh. So cool down lap. Obviously I'm in sport. I've been enjoying it in sport. It's kept up the battery because of my driving style hasn't been full go 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 on every single corner. But this is exceptionally complimentary to the driver, I feel. But it's really a very cool experience. I mean, how you're sat, super raked back, very narrow window, this letterbox style front window, the steering wheel feel, the view in the mirrors. I mean, the cabin itself is a lovely place, just taking in this bridge that runs right the way across. Oh, that's so exciting! That's so exciting to jump in. One session, right? One session. I haven't had like a warm-up session in this car. Everything's been on camera. So you've seen the whole thing. You've seen me going through the paces, taking it in, and having that much fun with it. Oh, I just want to go and grab it by the reins and drift it around some more. It's really fast, really driftable, really entertaining.
How was that?
That was absolutely brilliant. It's so controllable.
Life, wasn't it?
I'm glad you said grab it by the reins. Oh,
No,
sorry.
I said don't.
You said don't. Well, but it rewards you when you do. Like it's so, yeah, let me grab this if I can. It's so like, it's so welcoming immediately that you feel so comfortable driving either very fast or very playfully.
That's really good to hear.
You just get in, and I haven't felt that comfortable in a 1000 horsepower plus car immediately. You know, no warm up, no, well, Vantage, but you know what I mean. No, like,
exactly.
no off-camera dummy laps to get familiar with the car first.
That's like super good to hear, because it's like you want it to be a car that it gives drivers the confidence to play with.
For sure.
And just to feel part of it straight away.
Well, when you get invited to go again, I think you go again. So we're going again. A couple more laps. Going to try and drive it in different driving modes and talk about a few more things while we're going. Like I said, if the guys say you can go again, you don't say no. So we're in manual, Sport Plus. So the interesting thing obviously is that to change the variable TC settings, you need to go back TC on to then be able to change drive mode again. So it takes a little bit of adjusting to get familiar with that. I'm going to keep it as I am at the moment in TC6 and Sport Plus. So full fastest configuration effectively with the car as it's set up at the moment. Other things to think about: left foot braking, very comfortable in the footwell. It feels exactly like that's how you're supposed to do it here. Just weight on the power and then no understeer, and away you go. And it's obviously lightning fast. You know, yes, it's carrying a fair bit of weight in a situation like that. I mean, there's a lot of hybrid tech going on, and obviously that's significantly heavier than combustion engine alone, but it doesn't feel it at all, and it communicates a lot through the suspension. You've got great feedback of the road, of the tarmac. Obviously, it's fun for sliding around. We're on the PSS 5s. They're a slidier tyre than a Cup 2 on a full racetrack type environment. But in Sport Plus right now, .125 down that very short start straight. I love the trail braking feel in here. That's really impressive as well. The shift is very, very quick, as you would expect. It goes very quickly into a dab of oversteer, but it's not like snappy like a Senna is, for example. It's very, very friendly, which for an 1100 horsepower car is probably one of the strangest sensations. Yes! Valhalla! What a car! Oh, that is just amazing. Okay, I think we're going to do a full cool down lap, finish this one cool down, and then we'll pack it up for today. But even here, just slightly kick out the back. Car says yes please, off it goes. Absolutely brilliant. Final thoughts: tremendous fun. There aren't many 1000 horsepower plus cars where you can do that so comfortably in the world. I don't think I've ever been in a car with as much power as this, unfamiliar to me because I haven't driven it before, and felt this at home, this welcome, this comfortable, both driving fast and driving playfully, knowing how it works, how it feels, what it's telling me, and just being able to go for it. This is utterly brilliant. Is this Aston Martin's hypercar? Is it a hypercar? Separate topic. It might be Aston Martin's like moment where it just clicks. I mean, Valkyrie, different chapter, different lead, but this has some magic to it. This has a little something, some magic sauce that makes it an awesome car to drive. I've got a big smile on my face, as I think I should from driving this. But can we talk more about it? Can we talk more about the car?
Yeah, absolutely.
Obviously, we're here today driving on track, but kind of in a bit of a, I'm going to say, road setup for the car.
Yeah.
Right, it's on PSS 5s.
We're at a very tight, not like Grand Prix style circuit. What's it going to be like on the road? Like, how does the development of this work?
Well, if you like, we very much looked at it in two separate scenarios. One is tight, twisty circuits and everyday road usage, fast everyday road usage. And then we have very high speed downforce type circuit environment. The first thing we did was tune it for the road, so it's fun and engaging, and it's a true Aston. So you've got that steering connection, you've got that link between steering angle and lateral response, so it feels very intuitive.
Yeah.
It feels like a short car. We concentrated on the phasing laterally between the front and the rear. And we concentrated a lot in this sort of environment to make sure it's accessible for all drivers, expert and otherwise, so you can slide it around with confidence.
Yeah.
It's very approachable and it's very progressive. It's very easy to read. That was important. We then protected that, and using the speed dependent systems we have on the car, such as the damping, the diff, the aero, we have it very much more locked down for precision on the very fast circuits, particularly when you switch it to the Cup 2s. Everything complements that other side of the driving experience.
Yeah, makes sense. It's funny, obviously, the way you're describing it, I completely echo.
Makes
It's probably
sense.
an echo chamber on the video that I've already
Okay.
heard of that. At the moment, the car is sitting with the active aero and
Yep.
the rear wing. Obviously, there's more going on at the front in the extended position.
Yep.
How does this behave? Because obviously it will sit down flush in the bodywork as well.
Yeah, so in sport mode, it's completely sleek and stowed. That was very much the intent, to preserve the aesthetic. And in Sport Plus and Race, you get different degrees of elevation on the rear wing.
Okay.
Then the front and the rear are active in terms of bleeding off the downforce. So we hit our 600 kilogram limit, and then we control that so that we never overload the suspension, etc. Furthermore, we are active front to rear to control the balance of downforce for turn-in, entry, etc., to keep the nose planted under braking for turn-in,
Yeah.
as well as keep the rear planted for security. Then on corner exit, it shifts a little bit again, giving you the good traction out of the corner.
That's so interesting. So there are a lot of computers.
It's so many different variables. It took a long time to get it right.
I can imagine. And then even within the wing, there are various components, because when it goes into its DRS, drag reduction system style positioning, when you're flat on the throttle, are parts moving independently? How it's pivoting it?
Yeah, that's locked together as you see it at the moment. It simply rocks up in that position,
Yeah.
hinged as it is.
And then obviously full air brake.
Exactly.
And gosh, in the the camera screen, when you go hard on the brakes, you see this massive thing just obscuring any vision. The aero at the front though, the active aero in the front, is all hidden away.
It is, yeah. Essentially, whilst that is clearly most dramatic and very visible, we've got something equally as powerful in the front of the car. If you imagine it's like the wing on a Formula car, it has two sides to it, two separate elements either side of the centre line, which deploy when you want the downforce. There is also a feature, a gurney, which when is in its retracted position, i.e. no downforce, then the air will not go into the centre vanes under the car. Those centre vanes are key part of the aero as well.
Oh, it's so interesting, because the skin of a car is one thing, but it's what's happening underneath the skin that's really the magic stuff. I think my biggest takeaway today has been, that fun, but easily and approachable type of fun, which makes no sense in a car that's this powerful and this fast. And it's interesting hearing you kind of describing that balance of going for, lap times. Are lap times massively important?
Yes,
Is that how do you?
Absolutely, yeah. So we work primarily at Nardo. We have a correlation between Nardo and the Nürburgring, and we very much needed this car to hit the numbers. It has to be a track car, but then we pulled down its bandwidth all the way from that to something that is actually usable and accessible on the road.
That's where it's going to be so interesting to me, because I did a couple of slower laps in a way trying to imagine road driving, because there are some bumps and things as you go around Stowe here, and it felt like it's going to be a really good drive in that type of environment as well.
Yeah.
I guess all we've got to do now is at some point, before too long, go and give it a go.
Yeah, we look forward to that.
All I can say is thank you very much.
Cheers, you're very welcome.
What a drive. I love that. Well, it is time then, after a fantastic drive, for this car to head off. So let's take a listen to the start as it gets ready to go back into the workshop. There we go, obviously revving up the V8, and I mean V8s are things to, well, I guess enjoy as much as we still can. as that heads off. It makes quite a good sound as it does it.
That's a lovely late afternoon.
It is beautiful. It's like a Windows backdrop. Doesn't that view right now look like Windows XP?
Yeah, it's giving that vibe.
Bit of green, blue sky.
We're soon going where the Windows XP picture was taken.
Where was
Near
it?
Sonoma.
Oh yeah, of course, I knew that. That famous photo that no one ever thought to be one of the most recognisable pictures in the world.
Today you would say that was probably AI generated, but that was a real photo.
Yep. And that
Isn't she pretty?
is a very pretty Aston Martin Vantage, which is about to take us home. That boot noise is so instantly recognisable.
We left the twirl in the car and there's sunshine on it, so...
Well, luckily I hadn't opened it. Oh dear. Don't buy chocolate and leave it in the sun. How melted is it?
I think you can drink it. It's hot chocolate
I
now.
also left my fruit there, which isn't going to be so good either.
I think that might be okay, but that is...
Oh, that is liquid.
That's literally liquid.
Good thing it's sealed. That is full on,
Yeah.
ready to be reshaped. Oops. That's so silly.
I mean, it happens.
Oh look, the Valhalla's still going around. Wonder what they're doing with it. Anyway, foot on the brake. No, that's
I was like, is that the wrong way around?
behind the scenes.
That would never make it into a Shmuseum 50 video.
Hold the foot on the brake. Wait for the click. There we go. Have the click. Give you the camera.
Yeah.
Are we going roof down until we've exited Silverstone?
Yeah, we can do that.
But then when we get on the motorway, are we going quickly roof back up?
Yes, please.
Does it work fine? It should do. It's one of those things on a 15-year-old car, 16-year-old car, you start to wonder, like, is something going to go wrong at some point with this? But Darren just asked as we were setting off, are we going to put the roof down? I was like, nah, motorway.
Nah, roof down, at least
But-
for a few meters.
Yeah. Let's turn the fan speed down because that's annoyingly loud. Yeah, off we go from Aston Martin's circuit here at the Stowe complex. It's a cool building for like hospitality and events and things.
Yeah. It's a
And
good setup.
for days like today. That was so cool. That is presumably, given its German export temporary plate, a European delivery of an American car, I would guess.
Could be.
That's often the case with German plates like that. Maybe he's just come to the UK for the track day at Silverstone today. Lovely.
Cool.
Very nice. Yeah, American reflectors. You see the amber reflectors on
I
the front.
did, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Time to put the roof back up and...
Yeah, in a moment. Maybe we'll go a little bit more without, but we will do shortly. And then cruise back towards base. What a day. That thing. Valhalla.
Chef's kiss.
Yeah, it's good. It's very good.